And here we go, the Chinese Grand Prix. Ricciardo on the front row, Alonso in 7th. We need a great start, and it's a great start for Pierre Gasly in the Red Bull. He goes flying. Alonso still in 8th. Let's see if Big Dick Rick can hold on to that 2nd place. It looks good so far. Alonso back in 6th, fighting alongside of the 2nd Mercedes. I believe that's Brendan Hartley, as Ricciardo comes under pressure from, what, is that Vettel? Did Vettel get up to 3rd? Sebastian Vettel, who started alongside of Fernando Alonso. Look at the 2 Red Bulls. It's like days of old. All right, let's calm her down a little bit. I want to continue to push. There's definitely still some ground to be made up for Fernando Alonso especially. Let's try to get by one of these Mercedes. Oh, there you go. We get by Max Verstappen. Next up is Brendan Hartley. If we can get by Brendan Hartley here with Alonso, that would be massive. I'm going to give him the opportunity to push. But Pierre Gasly gets out on front with a great start and now doesn't have to worry about a thing. Come on, Alonso. Come on, Alonso. Is there any chance of passing? I think we're going to calm her down now. Yeah, I think we're going to calm her down for both of our drivers. So we're going to continue to use fuel to make our car a little bit lighter. I also want to make sure that we are taking advantage of any straight line speed. It looks like it's evened out. A lot of the other drivers are still utilizing their fuel as well. So let's just keep it up. Alonso right now is in a Mercedes sandwich between Max Verstappen and Brendan Hartley. But the leader of this race is Pierre Gasly. Sergei Sorokin locks up. Lewis Hamilton locking up. Lewis Hamilton with damage. 44% damage on that tire. Lewis Hamilton causes a collision. He's going to get okay with it, though. Oh, lock up again! Lewis Hamilton! Safety car! Yes! The Ferrari is out! Lewis Hamilton, there was something wrong with that car. It was damaged early. Safety car. Do we want to go in? No, there's no point in going in with the safety car. These tires have plenty of life left in them. No. These tires have plenty of life left. No, I'm not pitting. Ignore. No, we're not sneaking into the pits. Ignore. Just save your tires. All right, and this will give us another chance to catch back up. So Alonso, that's going to help Alonso. He is right back with the rest of the pack. That's going to hurt Pierre Gasly, who got a great start. All right, that start has been negated right now. And it helps anyone who could be beat by Lewis Hamilton. So somebody that we're definitely competing with, Lewis Hamilton crashes out. Ferrari, yikes. I wonder what happened. It said that he caused a collision with Valtteri Bottas. And then, like, I was looking at his car, and then he crashed again. So he must have damaged his front wing or his tire. And then he just couldn't control his car, and it just completely went off. Oh, my God. All right, so points on the day. Not for Ferrari. This is a big day for Red Bull, man. Now Ferrari gone. They've got to find a way to get Sebastian Vettel was already in 8th. He's made his way up to 4th. A great start for Red Bull on the day. And Alonso as well. I mean, we held on to 2nd. Alonso moved from 7th to 5th. So it's not a bad start for us. And Mercedes has their 3rd and Verstappen in 6th. Yeah, Verstappen had a bad start. He was on the 2nd row. He should have been farther up there. He kind of dropped back. All right, so the safety car is going out for another lap. We might as well just fast forward here. I know my tire temps are getting a little bit low. I'll bring them back up, don't worry. In fact, I'm going to bring them back up right now. Our fuel, so we're saving a crap ton of fuel, so I can just leave our cars on burning. It's no problem. So everyone's going to have the right kind of fuel that they need. Problem is, now that the safety cars brought all these other cars, like Sainz on the hard tire, Raikkonen on the soft tire, and these cars are now, you know, they've caught us. In the 4 laps, we should have made a little bit of a gap, but they've caught us now, which means that when we have to go into the pits earlier, we may come out behind them, giving us a blockade. So there's some strategy to be found here in this race. All right, so we're bringing our tire temps back up. Yeah, that's good right there. Leave it on neutral. Everyone's going to be pushing here off the beginning, so I want to be able to push right back and make sure I hold on to my position. We're going to be using a lot of fuel as well. I might even burn. No, I'm just going to leave it in overtake. We want to be able to burn. I can like burn on overtake for like the entire race now until like deep into the 2nd stint. So that's not a problem. All right, so the safety car is starting to take off, making that gap from the front of the pack, pulling into the pit lane. And we should be good to go. All right, so he's pulling in. Let me get my cars ready. Pushing high. And push, and you know what? You can attack. What's the temperatures like? Temperatures are fine. Other cars are going to be attacking, so yeah, we don't want to lose our positions. Don't worry about the fuel, though. Just leave it on high. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Turn 1 is going to be a mess. Turn 1 is going to be a mess. I have vibrations here. Why do you have vibrations, Alonso? He's looking fine. I have no clue why he would have vibrations. Into turn 1. Gasly gets there, no problem. Alonso right on the tail of Sebastian Vettel. Here's going to be, I think we have a battle shaping up right here. I don't know if Sebastian Vettel and that Red Bull is as fast as Gasly's Red Bull. Gasly may have the better parts right now. We have Max Verstappen right behind, but through this sector, with the Renault and with Fernando Alonso pushing with fuel, he might be able to set it up for turn 1. This is what I said when we were in free practice, right? This is where you set up the pass. You try to get the guy off the racing line just so you can get your car alongside of him. There you go, Alonso. Maybe fake a dive down the inside. We are nice and close. Get a little bit closer. And if we can just time if we can time this part right here and come out of this chicane perfectly, we can attack into turn 1. All right, let's see if we get a good exit. Oh, we're there. We're there. We're there. We are there. We might have a go. We might have a go. He might have a go. He's going to dive down the inside. No, he's not. All right, so we're going to relax. We're going to relax with these two guys. They have pushed hard enough. Neutral and neutral, all right? Alonso is attempting to overtake. Oh, if I can get this done, leave it on attack. I know my tires are overheating. I can bring them back down afterwards. Ricardo is in second. He's doing fine. I got to leave. Yeah, I got to let Alonso attack. He's mounting an attack here on Vettel. We got to try to find a way past this Red Bull, or we're going to be losing time. I think Alonso is going to be faster than Vettel if he can just find a way through. I'm going to give him one more chance to pass on turn 1 here, okay? Yeah, he's attempting to overtake, which means he's right there. Come on, Alonso. Show me that skill. Show me why I'm paying you all that money. Might have a little bit of a slipstream, Vettel does, from the Mercedes on front of him. Here we go. Here we go. He's setting it up. That Red Bull's getting some good speed out of that corner, but I'm going to leave it up here. I'm going to leave it up. Yeah, he's going down the inside. Oh, it's a lockup. That's a lockup. All right, flat spot of my tires, damn it. Is there any chance? You have any chance of getting through? I'm giving it to you, Alonso. I'm giving you all. We got some lockups. Ericsson locking up. We got some crashes back there. Here's the chance. Alonso around the outside. All right, I got to leave it on attack. He's got the chance to get it done now. He's got him off the racing line. Can he find a way through? Can he find a way down the inside again? He's got it. Yeah, they're battling. I'm leaving it on attack. Oh, man, I'm burning out the tires hard here. I'm burning out the tires, but he's got the job. Does he have it done? No, he doesn't. Vettel's still fighting. Vettel's still fighting. Oh, my God. Look at this. I don't want to switch him down back yet to cool down my tires. Come on, Alonso. Get around. All right, we should have the move done here. We have the inside for this turn. We should have the move done. There it is. Move done. Back up the tires. Oh, my God. So my tire wear with Alonso is down to 48%. With Ricardo, it's at 59%. There you go, and Vettel locks up as well. So he was pushing hard to keep up. That was a good battle right there. Alonso comes out of it on top, and now we got to go back into saving our tires. But the reason I did that is because Brendan Hartley in the Mercedes, I think Alonso has the pace to pass him as well. We just can't get stuck behind a Red Bull. I think we're faster naturally. I think, but like they're quick enough that, you know, we don't have blinding pace where we can easily just pass. They can mount a defense. But look at Pierre Gasly in the Red Bull. I mean, the Red Bull's got pace, man. The Red Bull's got pace. If we're going to catch Gasly, we're going to have to get it through strategy or some luck, because Ricardo, I've given him the fuel to catch, and he's just not doing it right now. All right, so in fact, with Ricardo, what we're going to do is we're going to bring his tires down just a little bit. I want those tire temps right the middle. You guys suggested that was the reason why I was crashing so much. I was leaving the tire temps too hot or too cold for too long. So we'll see what we can do. Grosjean would have passed Vettel many laps ago. Grosjean would have passed Vettel by cutting a corner or doing something goofy. Give me a break. He would have spun out. Yamamoto locked up. Man, a lot of cars. Oh, man. Kevin Magnussen with a drive-through penalty right there. He's in 23rd, and he's got to do a drive-through penalty. That's rough. That's rough. So he just served it right there. All right. You're good. I still want to burn fuel. We want to try to pull ahead of everyone in the pack, and also, I mean, Hartley's way up there. All right, now it's time to start pushing Alonso. So Alonso's not going to get too much life from these tires anymore, but if we could just make up some ground on Hartley, and maybe with the right undercut, come out on ahead of Hartley. If I go to my pit strategy, The soft tires will only go 41 laps. I have to go another 14 laps on these. That's not going to work. 14 laps for Ricardo. It's not going to work either. So you know what? It's actually a 2-stop. Would you guys agree? I'm going to continue, but I think it's a 2-stop for, yeah, there's no way. It's a 2-stop. Unless we come out on the hard tires, but I think we would make up enough time on the hard tires. What do you guys think? A 1-stop on the hards? I think if you go 50 laps on the hards, you would make up the time that it would take for a pit stop on ultras and soft. Nah, the hards are not the way to go. If this was a tough track to pass like Monaco, then maybe the hards are the way to go. But no, this is you want top speed for this. Pit with Alonso first. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to pit with Alonso first because of the tire wear. So if we are okay, so if it's a 2-stop, then you want to be super aggressive. 9 laps into 25, so you got like 8. We'll say 8 into 24, just to round down. So you get 32 laps right there, and then yeah, you'll definitely be able to finish it. So we want to push. We want to burn them. We want to go out. Well, okay. So here's the thing. Okay, so we have a decision to make. We can burn out our first stint, or we can try to extend the first stint for as long as possible. The reason why you'd want to extend the first stint is so that when you come out of the pits, you're not behind a guy with hard tires on like Sainz Jr. All right, so if I throw Alonso into the pits right now, for example, he will come out behind Sergio Perez. Perez is down there. You got 4 drivers with harder tire compounds ahead of us. So by pushing, yeah, we'd make up a little ground on the guys ahead of us, but we'd have to go into the pits 2 or 3 laps before. And in those 2 or 3 laps, we could make up more time on the guys behind us. So I think we go long on the first stint, and we burn the hell out of the second stint. What do you guys think about that? Finish on ultras? No. I think we try to get as far ahead as early as possible. I don't think there's advanced strategies right here. I think we use our ultra softs and we try to push as much as we can. In the second stint, because with the temps as well, it's definitely the right track conditions to push. I think Alonso, I mean for Vettel is actually pushing hard on me right now. Also, you know what? I think I made a mistake. I think on the safety car, by saving all that fuel, we didn't have the strategy that I wanted. Like you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to burn some fuel. Because we're supposed to be a little bit lighter right now. I'm supposed to be at like 3 laps down of fuel. Can you guys give me a mathematical update? 53 times 0.07. I think I can burn down to a certain point, get myself lighter, and then go back to overtake. Because the safety car, I went back to saving fuel. But it was so early on in the race that I kind of, like, it contradicted our beginning strategy, you know? And now I feel it. 3.71. All right, so let's burn down to 2.5. Yeah, let's burn down to 2.5. All right, so I'm going to give these guys the chance to go. And I'm going to let you push while you're doing it also. All right, so I'm going to give these guys the chance to burn down to 2.25, actually. Just to get the car nice and light. We're at 1 point. I mean, I could save a tenth by being that much lighter. All right, so let's burn a little bit of fuel right here. If this helps us make up a little bit of ground on Gasly or on Brendan Hartley, that's good as well. But realistically, all I'm trying to do is make my car a little bit lighter right now, okay? That's all we're going for. All right, 33% with these tires. No, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Start neutral. We don't need to, yeah, because I want to go long with these tires. All right, we've already burned enough. Let's just get, yeah, because they'll drive fast enough on neutral drive. What is it called again? A neutral driving style. They'll drive fast enough. They just need to be light. And when Alonso's current form goes up as well, it's been going in the right direction, he'll start to put in some really good lap times. All right, so 2.6. You guys said 3.71, so 2.25. That's good enough for me. And now we're going to go back to high. So we'll continue to burn that fuel, not as much, but our car is just a little bit lighter now, all right? So do we pull out a little bit of a gap on Sebastian Vettel, 1.19? What about Ricardo and Gasly? So lap times, we just did a 33.1. Gasly did a 33.7. Alonso a 34.4. Alright, so don't know what to make of this race just yet. I think Gasly is in something that we won't be able to catch. I really do. Even through advanced pit strategies. He is flying up there, flying like Brian. We got Alonso in 4th. We got to just try to catch. I'd be very happy with a double podium here. If we can get 2nd and 3rd, if we can just get Alonso past Brendan Hartley, I'd be happy with that. And if we can stay ahead of these two guys, I don't know if Gasly is catchable here. All right, so let me see. We're getting to the point where we're going to have to pit with Alonso. It's only got 4 laps left. If I pit right now with Alonso, balance pit stop, I'm going to come out behind Lance Stroll. Stroll, there you go. So I don't think we're going to be able to make up 4 more seconds to get by Sainz. So let's start, yeah, 25 laps remaining. Yeah, it's at 25%. Yeah, let's push now with Alonso. We're going to be coming in the next lap with Alonso, all right? We're going to go 1 more lap with Alonso. I'm still amazed how far ahead Gasly is. I thought Red Bull only had the 3rd, 4th best car. Well, Dev Bach, they could have just got a new engine part for this weekend. That's the thing about this game, right? It's always changing. They might have got a car part that is best suited for this track. You know what I mean? That's what's cool about this game. All right, so Alonso's going to go 1 more lap, and then we're going to switch. I don't want to get the tires too low. That would screw us up. In fact, if we can do that, then yeah, you might as well just attack the entire lap. All right, and we're going to come out on Ultra Softs again. Yeah, I want to make sure I go long with it. So 50 laps, Ultra Soft tires. Now, if I go fast, I'll come out ahead of Stroll. If I go balanced, I'll come out behind Stroll. But if I screw it up, nah, this is a safe pit stop. This is just to get it done, no problems. Yeah, we're not trying to do an amazing undercut or anything. This is a long. We might go for a 2nd undercut, but I don't want to screw this up. So let's just get a safe one done with Fernando Alonso. All right, this is we've done fast pit stops in the past. This is, I mean, Hartley's got a 3-second gap on me. It's not like real life where you can make that up in an undercut. Let's just get the pit stop done. All right, and this will allow us to burn right now. And who knows, maybe Alonso, while burning with a little bit of fuel, will be able to eke out that gap and get ahead of, was it Stroll? No, it was Raikkonen. What was it? Bottas? It was one of these guys. Perez? It was one of these guys. Alonso. Yeah, I think it's like a 20-second pit stop, 18-second here in China. So let's see what's going to happen. We still have a few more laps with Ricardo. I'm going to start to push with Ricardo, though, because we're right there. All right, I'm not cutting it on with all 4 tires. I know. Get in there, Alonso. All right, so into the pits. Safe pit stop, no problem. A clean set of Ultras. Now we are going to want to burn out these tires, right? I'm going to be pushing, pulling back, pushing, pulling back. All right, so we get out, and we are ahead of Valtteri Bottas. That is huge. All right, so we got ahead of Bottas. All we have is Carlos Sainz. That would have sucked being behind Bottas because he still has some life left in his tires. So a very good pit stop. We didn't rush it, and now Alonso can go and chase down the rest, all right? Next up, Daniel Ricciardo, 25%, 24%. How many more laps? 4. I can go 1 more lap and really push it. Yeah, you know what? Just push normally. We might burn it out a little bit too much. 1 more lap for Daniel Ricciardo just to help pull ahead of anyone else. All right, so Daniel Ricciardo, you're coming in next lap. Ultra Soft, same thing. Pit strategy. Now, where are we going to come out here? Doesn't matter where we pit. It's all going to be the same, so we want to go a safe pit stop with Daniel Ricciardo as well. All right, no problem. Ricciardo's still pushing. Yeah, I know. I wanted, don't worry. You guys told me about the tire wear and the tire heating, but we're only going to have them hot for like 1 lap. They can handle it for 1 lap, hopefully. If he crashes, you can blame me. All right, but that's why I brought it down from attack. He's not red barring yet. It hasn't fully hit the top. And we've had races where we've burned out our tires completely for multiple laps, and we've been fine. So I'm going to just try to push it right here, try to get Ricciardo in. A safe pit stop, see what I mean? What do you mean I need to go faster? What does it look like? See, he's getting pissed with the tire wear. It's all right, Ricciardo. You're doing a good job, my man. So Pierre Gasly, let's see the lap times, a 1:33.3. Ricciardo just did a 33.0. So Gasly's starting to push back. His tire wear, he's probably got 1 more lap to go. Here goes Ricciardo into the pits, and we're going to try to put in a real good lap to make up some time. All right. Alonso is back there in 8th. Did he make up any time on Ricciardo? I don't think so. Ricciardo behind the Mercedes, behind the Ferrari. Hopefully these guys, either I pass them quickly or they go into the pits the very next lap, all right? So we're still trying to get by Carlos Sainz here with Fernando Alonso. He should be able to get it done. now that I'm letting him push, we've caught up, and he's on the hard tire, but still, just losing that kind of, like that time right there, losing it, losing time, just, you just got to find a way around. We got that grip. You should, oh my God, still behind him. All right, so Alonso's stuck behind Sainz. That's what I didn't want, but that was the safety car. The safety car did that. I need useful information. You just got to get by Sainz, and then I'm going to bring your tires back down. So get the move done on Sainz, and I'll cool your tires down. All right, Ricciardo trying to get the move done on the Ferrari. All right, Gasly in on the soft tires. So I think Gasly's going to two-stop as well, because if a soft tire for us only lasts 41 laps, there's 46 laps remaining. So he's going on a two-stop, but he's coming out on a soft. So we're going to be able to really mount some pressure here. I don't know if that's the right call by them. All right, so Gasly's out. Vettel's in first. We have Ricciardo right back there. And Fernando, did he get by Sainz? Yes, Alonso got by Sainz. So now it's time, Alonso, to bring that fuel back. Give me a fuel update, guys. 46 times 0.07. I think we're still good, but I have been burning for a while. I just need to know. And Ricciardo. All right, so we want to burn and pull back. Burn and pull back. Yeah, I want to burn, but pull back at the right time. So right now we want to burn, try to get to the back of Gasly so we can get in that slipstream and then save our tires. We got by Sainz, so now we can pull the engine back a little bit. 3.22. All right, so what I'll be doing soon, I'm going to burn while we conserve and then neutral while we push. All right, because I want some fuel for the end of the race as well, but we want to push everything in this second stint. All right, so Ricciardo, I know we're conserving right now with Alonso, but that's the whole plan. All right, so Alonso, he's got some open air or clean air in front of him, and look at that, Alonso's morale during qualifying it was 1 point something. Start of the race, I don't know what it was at. I saw it last time at 6.6. Yeah, his lap times will be getting better. All right, so now when it gets, I'm just gonna wait till right when it gets back to the medium. That's just gonna be my bar. When it gets up to the red here, we're going to bring it back, all right? So back up now for Ricciardo. I know we want to try to get by Max Verstappen, but Verstappen is going to be going into the pits either this lap or the next lap. No need to be fighting him. He's going to still put up a little bit of a battle, all right? But Alonso, all right, so now that Alonso's there, we're going to start to save some fuel but push the car, all right? So because with 3.22 left of fuel, I do want to have some options late. So when I'm conserving the tires, I want to put the extra fuel in so that we can kind of make up some time. Gasly is just doing a one-stop. I don't think he can do a one-stop, Raider fan. We took a look at how many laps we could do on a soft tire. Gasly's stats, I don't think, are great. There's no way he's doing 40. How many laps? There's no way he's doing 45 laps. 46 is when he came out with one set of tires. There's no way. Vettel might be able to do it. Vettel's been able to last a little bit longer, and he'll only have to go 43 laps. If Vettel comes out on those soft tires, he might be able to make it, but the computer always pushes. I think it's a two-stop. I think it's an obvious two-stop. All right, so with Ricciardo, again, we're going to do the same thing, push and medium. All right, we are still behind. Let's see what's Verstappen doing. Verstappen is going into the pits, so we're good right there. Gasly could easily be saving the tires. Oh, well, he is. You're right. He is saving them right there. You think he's trying to go to the end and he's saving? No, he's burning them. There's no way. Verstappen into the pits and a repair. A repair job for Verstappen, so he's gone. Alonso has passed Verstappen. All right? Or was he already behind? I forget if Alonso was behind Verstappen or not, but Alonso is effectively past Verstappen. That's good. All right, so keep an eye. Again, the tire wear is getting a little bit hot, so we want to bring it back down to backup, but high engine mode. All right, we can make up for it. And Daniel Ricciardo, he's coming around. I think we're making up some real good time on Gasly. Yeah, so here's the battle right here. Gasly just did a 134.9. Ricciardo just did a 33.9. We've made up a second in one lap. Now, these tires only have another 19 laps in them, but if we can get a second on them each lap, that's almost a pit stop. You know what I mean? I don't think it was the right call to come out on the softs. He'll have the pace on us late, but we'll have the track position by that time. I don't know if I like that call by them. So let's see what Ricciardo just did. Ricciardo, a 32.7. They just did a 33.0, so we cut into them by 0.3 right there. Ricciardo, all right, so we got to go back to conserving, but high. But this is even better for us because even though I'm conserving, we're still going to have similar pace to... I don't like that call by the Red Bull unless they can make it all the way. See, Vettel came out on the Ultra Softs. Vettel's doing a 2-stop. Maybe they might have just not had enough ultra softs for the race weekend with the 9 dry tire compounds, you know? That's a rough one. And this is even shaping up for Alonso. If Alonso's only 12 seconds back of Gasly with 16 laps on these tires, I mean, he could destroy that gap, and then they both have to do a pit stop. This is not even over for Fernando Alonso. And he has been, like, what's his lap time right there? Alonso just did a 33.7, Gasly at 33.0, but I was conserving, all right? So let's see what Alonso can do with his morale getting higher and with my ability to push. And I'll be able to use some fuel at the end of the race as well with our strat. All right, so Ricciardo got it back down, so push and medium. There you go. So both of our guys right now are pushing and on medium. Let's see what they can do. Gasly just did a 33.6, Ricciardo a 34.0. All right, so they are faster than us when we go into conservation by about 0.4, but I think when we start pushing, we're faster by about a second. So I think we're still net positive. They chose the wrong tires for this, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, but Gasly's going to come out on ultras to finish. Yeah, he is, but like track position, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. See, the thing is, I also don't think he'll come out on the ultras with 20 laps to go. He'll come out on the ultras when his softs are done, and the softs will last till like the last 10 laps. So it's just a shit strat. Like, I think Vettel might even be able to get up there with Gasly. I know he's 22 seconds behind, but he's behind Sainz as well. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. I'm telling you, man, I don't like that strategy for Gasly. A late pit stop like that. What could be beneficial for Gasly here is if he gets a safety car, he's not going to be caught out at all. He's going to always be in first here till he has to pit stop. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. So we just both did a lap. This will be a good test. We've had a full lap here, once this lap is done, of Alonso and Ricciardo on push and neutral. Gasly is he's using his fuel, but he's on neutral as well. Let's see what kind of lap times he's putting in. All right, so Gasly comes across. Alonso, I just want to see Alonso coming across as well. Hang on a second, just so we don't see stupid times. All right, so Gasly did a 32.8, Ricciardo a 32.7, and Alonso a 32.9. So, you know what? When he decides to push, he is just as fast on those soft tires. It might have not been a bad call after all. I don't know what to make of that. All right, so back to high and back up. We want to conserve. Give me a fuel update. I might be, you know what, for the rest of the stint, maybe I want to use even more fuel with the combination and get our car even lighter, because he's pushing back. And if we can make just the more time we make up on him right now during this stint, it'll help us so much later on. Give me a math update. 39 times 0.07. 39. 2.52? No, it's got to be more than that. Give me an update, boys. 38 or 39 times 0.07. There's no way it's 2.73. All right, so I'm pretty much right there. Never mind, I really can't be burning too much fuel anymore. All right, so you know what? We just have to deal with the fact that Gasly has got the pace. Gasly's got the pace. Yeah, 2.7, 2.73. All right, so I think I can go down to like 2.5, and then I'm going to have to bring it back. So, yeah, we're going to bring these tires back one more. Are we in the pit window? 38 laps remaining. All right, so we can get the soft tires on. So we're going to burn down to 2.5, and we're going to get these tires back down to 0, and then we're just going to burn the hell out of them for the rest. There's 12 laps remaining. Yeah, we're just going to burn the hell out of these tires. All right, not on attack, just pushing high so we can go a long time with them. We also want to have some life in our soft tires so we can push. But, yeah, he's got enough pace to where when I have to conserve, he's getting that time back. So push and high, and I'll worry about fuel later. All right, now is the time to make up the gap on Pierre Gasly. But I really think that you guys are on to something. If he comes out on ultras late and we don't have a gap on him, you're right, he will pass us. So 3.2 seconds. Now here's where we're really going to be able to tell how much more time we're making up on him. Through this windy sector with better tires or grippier tires, and we're pushing with fuel. All right, see 2.8, 2.9. All right, 2.8. Through every corner, we might be able to just get a little bit more. 2.8. No, he's staying at 2.8. Is he pushing again? No, he's not. 2.8. Come on, Ricardo. Ricardo's got to get that morale up there as well. 2.7. Appreciate it, Randy Moon. How do you feel about EA Sports NHL games still being in the beta stage for about 5 years? Oh, current gen has been nothing but a beta stage. Don't even get me started on today's GM mode video. Oh my god. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so 36 laps remaining. We are pushing. We're down to 2.4 seconds. Alright. We just did a 32.0. Gasly at 33.4. So when we push and he doesn't, we make up 1.4 seconds on him. Alonso at 32.0 as well. So yeah, we're gonna burn out these tires and hopefully our players don't crash, okay? So let's see what Ricardo can do on Gasly. Gasly definitely has some life on these tires, but he's coming up to back markers as well. Oh, I didn't even think about this. Back markers for Pierre Gasly. Look at that. We're only 1.6 seconds behind now. Here we go. And if I get ahead of him, then I can back him up. I can pull those tires back a little bit, slow him down, and allow Alonso to make up some ground. Come on, Ricardo. Get by that back marker. Back marker really didn't affect us too much. He's starting to now, though. I wish they would just back out of the corner and just slot in behind you. So 1.6 seconds. All right, we still have life in these tires, 49, but they are getting hot. I could bring them back down, but look at that. I mean, 1.6. I can really see them now. Yeah, we want to try to affect Gasly as much as possible. If we can get ahead of him here, oh yeah, this is so close. I gotta let Ricardo do his thing. All right. If Ricardo can get ahead and I can bring the tire temps back down to a safe spot and then just go neutral for 2-3 laps, we might be able to get a little bit of a gap because he's going to have to pit again. So this is track position. This is not like, oh shit, I am careful. This is track position right here. Pierre Gasly has another pit stop in him. Oh man, I am pushing so hard with these tires. All right, I'm giving you everything. I'm giving you guys everything. Go for it, Ricardo. Go for it, my man. I'm going to give you everything. You got to try to get by him here. Now's the time to get it done through this sector. All right, you set it up here and you see what you can do. Ricardo is right on the tail of Pierre Gasly, who is getting extra fuel right now to push back. The tires are burning, but we have some back markers which may get him off the racing line. Could be an opportunity to pass. There it is, down the inside, and Ricardo is by. All right, Big Dick Rick, pull back those tires, All right, so I'm going to continue to push with Alonso. We want to burn out with Alonso. All right, but Big Dick Rick, we can go long now with these tires because we are killing the tires for Pierre Gasly. And also, if I can get those tires down, I mean, we still have some life in them. Yeah, they're like 8 laps, so I can go, like, if I can bring them back down, I can go, like, 5 laps on it. I feel like Gasly is trying to do a one-stop. There's no way, man. There's no way. 65%, 34 laps remaining. There's no way. There's no way he's on one-stop. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so I'm also going to have to save some fuel now, so it's time to go back to saving fuel. All right, same thing with Fernando, saving fuel. We're going to go one more lap with Fernando Alonso, and then we are going to pit for the soft tires. 33 laps remaining. Soft tires will make it 41. Yeah, that looks good to me. We don't want to come out on front of anyone. If I go fast. We're going to go safe pit stop again with Fernando Alonso. We're not battling anyone. We don't want to make any mistakes. So just get that done. And Ricardo, we are ahead of Gasly. So by slowing, slow down Gasly. Yeah. Save some fuel and slow Gasly down if you can. Because that'll push him back into Fernando Alonso. So through this sector, I can just pull back a little bit of fuel and have some fuel for the final race here. All right, but I want to get those tires down. Just save a little bit. Gasly is obviously not pulling away from me right now. And he's just burning up those tires. And if he is faster than Ricardo, then he's going to be slowing him down right into Fernando Alonso. And Alonso's only 6 seconds back of Ricardo now. So this is what I mean. Alonso has made up ground on Gasly. The strategy is coming into play here, boys. All right, so Alonso is through. He did a great job burning out those tires. He didn't crash. All right, safe pit stop. All right, and now we are just going to burn and try to make up the gap on the pit over Pierre Gasly. Then we got to make up those 5 seconds, essentially. And he's got a nice gap on front of him, no problem. All right, Alonso, get to work, my man. All right, you, Ricardo, yeah, just continue to back him up. We're going to be in a good spot because it doesn't matter when he comes out. I could get a little bit of a gap to try and build that up so that he can't beat me. But it would be a lot easier if I could pull Fernando Alonso into this fight. So, by doing this as well, I'm saving fuel. Fernando Alonso's not going to have the fuel, but Ricciardo will have fuel. See what I mean? I'm backing him up. I'm backing him up right into us. That's beautiful. Yes, Ricciardo, keep doing this. Keep doing this. Keep doing this. Gasly is pushing hard. He's wasting that fuel, wasting the best life of these tires. All right, you can see Ricciardo ahead of him, holding him behind. Good job, Ricciardo. Hold him up. Hold him up, Ricciardo. Hold him up. Yes, look at this. Just hold him up. Hold him up for Alonso. Hold him up. Hold him up. Okay, he's getting by. That's okay, because I have life. I can push back now. All right, I can push right back. Don't worry about that. Remember, he has got a pit stop, so as long as we're right there with him, and I've got Alonso back into this. Alonso definitely made up some time on that. All right, so we're going to push right back now with Daniel Ricciardo. We still have life in these tires. We're just trying to make Pierre Gasly's life as hard as possible so that if Alonso can come out and be ahead of him in the pit, Gasly will pass Alonso, but Alonso can do his part to slow him down to give Ricciardo that lead. All right, he's attempting to overtake. Get going, my man. Only got a few laps remaining. I'm going to have to start to save some fuel with Ricciardo as well. We'll take a look at our fuel consumption later. Gasly is just on neutral and neutral, so get going, Ricciardo. Get going, my man. Let's see, Alonso. Alonso has made up plenty of time. Alonso did a 32.2. Gasly a 34.3. Yeah, Alonso is only 18.6 seconds behind Gasly right now, so I think Alonso has done a fine job. We're going to bring it back down. All right. Yeah, as long as Ricciardo is right there pushing with him, this is going to be good. So I'm going to go one more lap here with Ricciardo, and then we're going to come out. We're going to push with Ricciardo, and we should get the undercut because we'll have the exact same tires, but so much more life in them. And Ricciardo's morale is now up to 8.5. Gasly's down to 8.2. So I think this race is coming together. I really do. The strategy is starting to fall into our hands. We're starting to get both of our drivers into this. All right, and we're going to have a little bit of extra fuel at the end of the race here. Go, Ricciardo. Go, Ricciardo. No, sorry. We're not going to have any fuel. I used it. I used it because he got by. Right, never mind. I take that back. All right, so these tires are starting to overheat. Next lap, we're going to be bringing in Ricciardo. Doesn't matter if we're behind. 29 laps remaining. It would have been nice if I could have gone out in the ultras again. That's not going to happen, though. Super soft tires, balanced. Oh, look at this. If I go safe, I'm going to be behind Fernando Alonso. So we're going to try to get ahead here. Balanced pit stop. All right. That just goes to show you how much time we made up with Alonso over. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Alonso caught up, boys. I told you he did. So soft tires, balanced pit stop. Good luck here, Ricciardo. All right, so I want to make sure that Alonso doesn't come out ahead of Ricciardo. So we're going to go back to just conserving a little bit of fuel and conserving our tires so we can push again when we get to Gasly. But I don't need Alonso screwing around with Ricciardo because in this race, Ricciardo helped Alonso by slowing Gasly down. So this race is a team race. Ricciardo has the right to try to win this one. All right, and here we go. He's going one-on-one with Gasly through the chicane. Yes, that'll slow Gasly down. That'll slow him down into the pits, but that'll slow him down just a little bit more. All right, pit stop, clean, no problem. And now we want to come out. We want to push. All right, so let's see where Alonso is in comparison to Ricciardo. Alonso's come. Oh, my God. Alonso's through. Oh, no. That's not good. Allow teammate through. Oh, no. Ricciardo just locked up. Shit. Allow the teammate through. There you go. I allowed him through. All right, so Ricciardo, get going. So that means that Alonso caught Pierre Gasly as well. All right, both of our drivers have caught Pierre Gasly. We've got to push right now. So I'm going to allow Alonso to just back up, all right, because Ricciardo did his job to get Alonso back into this. This is a beautiful strategy right now. I want to allow Ricciardo to get that same gap that Alonso was allowed to gain. So 1.6 seconds is not enough. Just chill right now, all right? Around the 2-second gap, and then I'll bring his fuel back up. But this will allow us to conserve our tires and conserve our fuel for the eventual Pierre Gasly battle, because it's going to happen. What could save Pierre Gasly right now is a safety car. A safety car would give him the track position. That's his, and he could just go from there. So Ricciardo's 17 seconds behind. I think we're good. So if I leave it on neutral and neutral, because I'd like to have the pace at the end. If I leave it on neutral and neutral, let's see what kind of race pace we have over Pierre Gasly. His tires are more worn than ours. All right, I think he's in a faster car. Our guy's pace is looking great. But if I don't have to burn out the tires right now, that would be awesome. Because then I could just save the tire wear, and when he comes out on those ultras at the end of the race, you know, I'll be able to defend. So let's see what kind of lap pace we have right here. So Pierre Gasly across the line. He's doing a 33.0. Let's see what Alonso and Ricciardo. Now, I was pushing for the first part of the lap, so we might have to do another lap just to get a better representation. But Gasly at 33.0, Ricciardo at 32.6, and Alonso at 32.9. So on neutral and neutral, we are driving faster than Gasly, and we were already a pit stop ahead of him. All right, so let's keep it right here and see what we can do. Alonso's actually fallen 3.4 seconds behind. Is he stuck behind? Is that a car that I'm racing, or is that's a blue flag? Get out of the way, you dumb blue flags. All right, so Alonso, we're 4 seconds behind. So let's start pushing again with Alonso. All right, yeah, we definitely got caught up behind those guys. Gasly is somewhere between Ricciardo and Alonso. Oh, yeah, Ricciardo definitely made up a lot more ground there. Get going, Alonso. What the hell happened there with the back markers? He lost a little bit of ground. I think the pit stop is like between 18 and 22 seconds, so we want to be at 17, 16 seconds. Now, this could be a 1-2 if Alonso gets going. This could be a freaking 1-2. So Ricciardo, the fastest lap on a neutral. So he just did a 31.7. Gasly a 34.1. Oh my God. What? How did Ricciardo do a 31.7 and Gasly a 34.1? Maybe Alonso wasn't driving slow. Ricciardo just found, because the back markers, he found a slip and just like killed like 2 seconds or something. All right, so Ricciardo 14 seconds, Alonso 18.1. So he's doing better than Gasly. Yeah, he was 0.6 faster then. So the race is coming to us. The race is coming to us here. Just got to keep our tires in a good spot, and we'll be able to fight back. All right, so a neutral for Alonso. He's at 18. I think he should be driving faster than Gasly. Gasly's morale's down at 6.7. Alonso's 5.9. Come on, Alonso. There's Vettel into the pits. So the second Red Bull into the pits. All right. We get out ahead of him. But, I mean, Vettel made up some ground. We're in fourth, but we're actually in first and third, or first and second. So third is right there. Vettel is in fourth place, essentially, because Hartley's got to go into the pits still. I think Vettel might be behind Hartley. But the race is coming to us, boys. Gasly and Hartley. Oh, Hartley has a condition problem, so that's going to help out. Sebastian Vettel. We are way behind Hartley though, so we're not going to have to worry about him slowing us down. And what about Pierre Gasly? Pierre Gasly up at the front, still just putting fuel into his car, and doing what he needs to do. What kind of lap times we got here? See, I wish I had a little bit extra fuel to put in. He just did a 32.1. Let's see, Alonso and Ricciardo coming around. Ricciardo passes the line. Alonso, 32.9. Oh my God. Gasly went much faster than Ricciardo right there. Alonso at 32.3 is, Ricciardo's in. Ricciardo just passing back markers. That's what it was. Yeah, now Alonso's going through those back markers. All right. You really got to hope that Gasly's tire wear will start to come off, but I mean, how many laps you got left? 23. He could go to the ultras now if he wanted to, but I think the computer will get that down to like 15%. Alonso got the fastest last lap. That's good. That'll be a good fourth. That's an extra point, right? Can you guys give me an update on the fuel consumption? 23 times 0.07. Please let me know. Put Alonso back in race after you're losing time. Keep letting him the teammate through. Oh, I see. There you go. All right, so he's back on race. I don't think he's losing time. Like he's gonna naturally race. He's not like driving slower because of it. But you're right. If he's there alongside of my teammate, I don't want that happening. Man, Ricciardo, fastest lap. He's at a current form of 10. Ricciardo knows the race is coming to him. All he's got to do right now is put in the time. Look, so Ricciardo is 13 seconds behind Gasly. That's going to be like a 5-second gap at least by the end of the race when he comes out of the pit stop. We just got to hope for no safety car right now because this race is turning into Daniel Ricciardo's, and he needs that on the season to start catching up to Fernando Alonso. Alonso just did a 34.3. Yeah, it must have been because of back markers. So the good news is that we actually have some clear air right now. Gasly, towards the end of his stint, is coming up to some back markers. If the computers were smart, by the time he comes up to 13 and 12, throw him into the pits. I don't care how much life you have left on these. Get on the ultra soft tires. 21, 1.61. Yo, I need K Baldy. I need more than just one guy saying that. Fastest lap for Ricciardo again. He just keeps on putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. This guy's killing it right now. 12.8 seconds behind Gasly. Oh my God. Ricciardo with the fastest third sector. So what did he just do? Ricciardo 131.2. Alonso at 31.6. Gasly at 32.5. Yeah, the race is coming to us. Alonso's just got to get in that pit window. Go, Alonso. Go, my man. Push a little bit harder. All right, you're going to have, we have life in our tires, and we have temperature in our tires, so we can fight Gasly late. But they've got to be lapping faster than Gasly right now. His tire wears are way low, and you guys are Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo with a lighter car, mind you. All right, so Gasly just did a 32.2. All right, was that him saving? No, he's not saving. Ricciardo does a 31.3, so Ricciardo is just flying right now. And Alonso a 31.4, so Alonso's also finding the pace. Alonso just found some pace in that last lap. 18.7 seconds behind. Get on that freaking clean air, baby, and just go. Go, Alonso. 1.4 if there's 20 laps left. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. 1.4, 20 laps. So I'm right there on the brink. Ricciardo, we're going to actually have to save some fuel. I think we're in a good spot for Ricciardo, so I could save some fuel. Yeah, I'll save some fuel with Ricciardo just to get it down. And I'll save some fuel with Fernando Alonso as well. Let's just get it down to like 1.2 or something, because to have a little bit extra fuel so I can fight. With 20 laps remaining, yeah, we're going to be coming across the line. Is the first place already passed? No, it's going to be 19 laps remaining right now. Right? Yeah, 19. So we are a little bit down of fuel. Yeah, with 19 laps, I think it's 1.34. If 1.4. So, yeah, Alonso is at the pace. I'd like to drop it down a little bit more. We have to get Ricciardo to Alonso's pace, essentially. So, yeah, I got a lap or two before Gasly comes in. Now's not exactly the time that I want to be conserving fuel, but having the fuel to fight back would be better for us. All right, 1.29. Once I get it down to like 1.3 or 1.25-ish, I think I'll be good. Yeah, so I'll bring it back on this straight. Same thing with Ricciardo. Ricciardo is in first. He's only 9 seconds behind Gasly. So Alonso's job is going to be to try to hold up Gasly. I think Alonso's in there as well. So Alonso, we have enough fuel now with Alonso. Let's get back to pushing. 19 laps remaining. We have plenty of life in our tires, but we can't just be pushing right now. It's not that much life. It's 5 extra laps that we have. So we just got to bring Ricciardo's fuel down to where Alonso's is, and we should be good. And now it all becomes Pierre Gasly. Now, here's what's really good. Gasly lost even more time by trying to pass some back markers, so he didn't get into the pits before the back markers. If he went into the pits before the back markers, he could have saved some time. Now, we got to go through those back markers as well, but if we don't have to get through them before he goes into the pits, like there's still a little bit of a gap there before 13th. So if Alonso doesn't hit the back markers before Gasly goes into the pits, yeah, man, Alonso's that. I mean, he's 15.4 seconds behind. We got it, boys. We got it. Again, the race strategy here of Renault is played right into our hands. Gasly's definitely going to be doing a few more laps. But this is what I mean about the computer. Like, you should never be going longer than the stint requires. They should be going to these ultra softs as soon as possible for the extra life, shouldn't they? That's how it works, doesn't it? So Ricciardo right now with a 9.4 current form. Alonso's form is almost in the 7s. He's feeling it as well. He knows the race is coming towards him. Hartley and Gasly are not going to make it, boys, to the end of the race. We knew this was going to happen. All right. And actually, is Alonso catching up to Ricciardo? 31.0, 32.3. Jesus. Alonso just did a lap time that was 1.3 seconds faster. It's because I'm conserving fuel with Ricciardo. Just a little bit more conservation, Ricciardo. We burned a lot when we were battling, what's it called? Pierre Gasly. You did a great job of helping Fernando Alonso get back into this race. All right? So, don't worry about it. You got yourself a net first place right now, and Alonso will do you that favor. If Gasly gets back in this, Alonso will try to hold him up for as long as possible. Hartley's into the pits. He is not repairing himself. Hartley is coming out on ultra soft tires. All right, but there is a substantial gap between us and Hartley. Shouldn't be a problem. I can go back to saving or just going to neutral fuel usage for Daniel Ricciardo so he can get his lap times going again. He just did a 32.3, while Alonso did a 31.8. Gasly did a 32.6, and in fact, Gasly right now is conserving fuel on his in-lap, which is just great for us. Alonso only 13.6 seconds behind. All right, boys, so here comes the big moment of this race. It was a strategic race. It all came down to strategy instead of battles. There was a few battles, but this is it. Other than Lewis Hamilton crashing out early, Pierre Gasly did not get the safety car to save him. Now, the pit crew is going to have a real good pit stop. If it was a mistake, that's just, oh, that's the worst thing. It's a fast pit stop. They're coming out on the ultra soft tires. There goes Big Dick Rick. Fernando Alonso is through, baby. Fernando Alonso is through and has a real good gap over Pierre Gasly, but he is pushing. He is pushing, boys. And look at this, Pierre Gasly and Brendan Hartley fighting for third. That should be no problem for Gasly, but that's only more good news for us. He's going to be getting him off the racing line. Go, yeah. Look at Gasly. He's pushing. Push him. And what that also will do, because they're on the softer tire compound, they'll begin to heat those tires up. Yeah, look, they're burning them up. So instead of saving them to battle us, they'll be burning them to battle each other. By the time they catch us, they'll have to go back to conservation mode. This is huge. A 1-2 right now for Renault with the decision to go with the soft tires after 2 sets of ultras. This seems to be the right choice. We have fuel. We have our tires in the right temps. We have plenty of tire wear left. Ricciardo is setting faster laps than everyone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is looking good. So where is Gasly? Gasly is 4.2 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. 3.4 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. Yeah, Alonso. Do we have any more back markers we got to get through? Not really. 11th Fittipaldi. Oh, yeah, we'll have to pass them in the next 13 laps. So we have some more back markers that we got to get through. But Pierre Gasly is coming up to his own back marker. It's his old teammate there with the Toro Rosso. Yes, whoever's in 12th. Valtteri Bottas. Yes, hold him up. Yes, hold him up. Hold him up. Yes, Bottas. Hold him up, Bottas. Make him go wide, Bottas. Make him go wide. All right, so Pierre Gasly is officially on Alonso's tail, boys. He is loosey-goosey, strawberry moosey. Hartley also trying to catch up, but Daniel Ricciardo setting fastest laps, but I think Gasly's going to set the fastest right now. Did he set it? No, he didn't. Wow. He's got a full lap in on Ultra Sauce. Daniel Ricciardo's still driving faster than everyone with a morale of 10 right now. He's loving it. With 10 laps remaining, you have 0.7. Yeah, I know. We saved a lot of fuel. We're going to be in a good spot. I have a little bit of extra fuel. Our guys did a great job in the second stint, closing the gap on Gasly, but I really think Red Bull threw it away with the second stint and coming out on, they should have come out on the Ultra Softs again to continue that gap and then come out on the soft tires. It would have been, you know what though, if there was a safety car, it would have been the right choice, but I don't know, man. No, hoping for a safety car when you're on pole position in the race. I mean, you should just be doing the basics when it comes to strategy. Just giving your driver the best tires and the best engine modes at all times earlier in the race, and then just finish it with what you have. The track position, I mean, they saved all their pace for the end. He's got crazy pace right now, but he's still 4.7 seconds behind Alonso, and he's 10.5 seconds behind Ricciardo. You know, like, I'd rather be ahead with less pace than behind with more pace at the end of a race just because of track position. But, oh, man, Red Bull did not do a good job with their strategy right there. Brendan Hartley in fourth, but what did I say about Sebastian Vettel? I thought that this race could start coming to him as well. And didn't I say that Sebastian Vettel might be able to catch Gasly? He's only 6 seconds behind Gasly now. Gasly was way out in front. It's because Vettel went ultra. Look, Vettel went ultra 21 laps, ultra 19 laps, and now he's trying to finish on the super softs. Gasly did 31 laps on the soft tires. So when you just think about it mathematically, Vettel got 40 laps in on a softer tire. Hartley is only going to get, let's see, 18 plus 5 already. So that's 23. And then, yeah, he only got 34 laps in on the ultra soft tires. So Vettel with, what, 6 more laps on a faster tire? I mean, that's the difference right there. That's the difference. Marcus Ericsson is spun. Oh, God. Please don't spin. Oh, God. He's colliding. Who's he in front of? Oh, man. He just collided with Marcus Ericsson collides with Kevin Magnussen. Oh, geez. Don't spin out on front of my drivers, please. Please don't spin out on front of my guys. All right, Alonso 4.8 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, Pierre Gasly just doesn't have the pace late. See, now he's got to go back into conserving those ultra softs. He doesn't have the life. So 10 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. We have 0.7 of fuel that we can use. We're at 0.5, so we're good. And yeah, look, he's got to conserve. He's got to push. He's got to conserve. This is the game of trying to catch up late. I'd rather just be in front. Neutral and neutral is where you want to be racing. I mean, look what Daniel Ricciardo's doing lap times. I mean, that's when the driver feels great. And this track, although it does have that long straight, all the time is made up on these windy sectors. So being neutral and neutral, yeah, it's the way to be on this track. Some tracks, like Canada, you really do need to use that overtake. But this track, it seems like neutral is all you need. Oh, excuse me. And also having your car a little bit lighter as well. So Ricciardo comes around, does a 131.8. Alonso a 30.8. So a second faster. Fernando. He's 3 seconds behind now. Was it because he just went through some back markers? Yeah, look at Ricciardo. He's coming up to all the back markers now. Look at all this. He's got 20th. Yikes, man. Alonso's gonna be. Look, Alonso's gonna sniff this out. If Alonso can find a way through the back markers, like with no trouble, like if he just gets lucky and it's the part of the track where he gets by with no trouble, look, 2.4 seconds behind. Now, I mean, Ricciardo, I'm not going to tell Alonso not to race. He gave the position back. Like, so you guys are even Steven. If Alonso wants to fight this, boys, I'm going to let him fight it. Oh my God. We might have a Renault battle right here. 2.5. Now this one's going to slow Alonso down. That one sucks for him. Yeah, he's going to lose some time there. 2.5 seconds. Let's see what the lap times were. Ricciardo a 32.7, Alonso a 31.4. He just went, oh my God, Alonso is catching, boys. You got to let Danny Rick win? No, I don't. I gave Danny Rick the strategy. They've both been on the same driving strategy. It's not like I let Alonso have more fuel. Alonso right now is just driving better. All right. I mean, he's back to 3.3. The same blue flags that Ricciardo has to go through, Alonso has to go through. So again, it's the same. I'm not letting anyone win here, boys. Not only do I want to be the best team, the constructors have the Drivers' Championship, but I want to be known as a team that lets their drivers race. All right? I'm not going to be making any calls. Valtteri, it's James. No. And are you kidding me? Would I be able to tell Alonso, don't pass your teammate? Fernando Alonso would laugh at me. He'd laugh his friggin' goofy ass off at me, man. I wouldn't be able to tell him not to do it. Maximum second line people. Oh, you guys are talking about hockey. I was like, what is that? All right, so, Rosberg has crashed. Virtual safety car. Nico Rosberg has crashed. All right, so VSC doesn't screw us over. A safety car might have been an issue. VSC does not screw us over. What we can do is save a little bit of fuel, all right, and conserve our tires. And actually, I can allow Fernando Alonso to push back here. So, you know what, boys? You guys want to see some fun here at the end of the race? Let's give these guys a little bit of fuel to use and a little bit of tires and let them go at each other, all right? Ricciardo and Alonso. I'm going to let Alonso push. Yeah, take your picks, boys. Which Renault driver are you a fan of? Danny Rick, Big Dick Rick, or Nando, baby, the multi-million-dollar man? Zero morale for Rosberg. Yeah, I wonder why after that. All right, so 3 seconds left. We can push. I'm going to push to the red. You guys can push to the red. Actually, you can push to the end of the race at this point, to be honest. 2.3. I don't want to use fuel until I know I have enough. So back to medium, but you guys can push. All right, I'm allowing you to push. You're not going all out, but yeah, you can push. All right, so Alonso, 5.2 seconds behind Ricciardo. Yeah, that safety car really screwed him up somehow. That safety car. See what I mean? So Ricciardo had to go through the back markers, and now Alonso's got to go through it as well. And Alonso is only 3.2 seconds ahead of Brendan Hartley. You got to be careful there, my man. So yeah, never mind. I was thinking that we might see a battle. It got as close as 2.4 seconds, 2.1 seconds. But yeah, now that they both got through the traffic, he got it back up to 5.3. So I really don't see it happening. So in fact, 5.3, you're not going to be allowed to push. I don't need any crashes happening. If you're going to catch up, Alonso, you're going to catch up on neutral. It's the same thing, right? They're both pushing the exact same way, so it's fair. The voodoo is coming. I can feel it. K. Baldi, shut the hell up. There ain't no voodoo going to throw Renault off today, baby. Our second 1-2 consecutive And the only reason we didn't get a 1-2 in Australia is because we decided to go for a condition replacement. Our condition fix, because we knew it was going to blow up. All right, we have been a very professional, veteran team here in Renault this season. And even though it doesn't seem like we have the best car, our drivers are really top-notch. Drivers are top-notch. Lewis Hamilton is our greatest threat this season until we see some different upgrades from some other cars. But Lewis Hamilton crashed out in the very first lap, so we were fine there. First or second lap, something like that. So we were fine. Alonso 3.8 seconds behind. Again, the back markers. Oh yeah, Danny Rick's coming up to 4 different back markers. He's already passed 1. He's got 4 more to go. So Alonso, man, if you can just find a way past these back markers without them affecting your time, you could get back into this. 3.6. What Alonso wants is to get to the straight and pass them on the straight. I don't think he'll get there. See, Ricciardo had to pass them through the. See, if he gets to them now, like if this Racing Point pulls aside for him right now, oh my God, that's huge. So Alonso wasn't slowed down at all. That's a legit. He's gonna have that 3.8 seconds. Yep. So he just went from 5 to 3.9. See, if you can get the blue flags on those straights, that's when you can really just tear it up. But 4.3 seconds in the next 3 laps, I don't see that happening, ladies and gentlemen. Hartley had to pit. Hartley had to pit again. Where's Hartley? Hartley. Oh, yeah, 3 pit stops. You're right. Came out on those ultras again. He must have had to pit because of condition issues. Yeah, man. You gotta repair those cars earlier on. Vettel, how far is Vettel behind his teammate Pierre Gasly? He is 6 seconds behind. So no action happening. And then the 5th place Da Costa in the Ferrari is 50 seconds back. So it's the top 4 and then everybody else. I'm surprised on Max Verstappen. What the hell happened to Max? He only had 2 pit stops in a Mercedes, and he's way back here with Hartley as well. Hartley is 6 seconds. Something must have happened with Verstappen. Did I miss something with Verstappen? Did he have a drive-through penalty or something? His teammate is only 6 seconds behind, but he had a pit stop extra. How does that happen? Kimi Räikkönen ran wide. You better not block my my drivers. I have no clue what happened to Max Verstappen in this race, but this is, who would have thought the Red Bull and Renault, like, look at this. In year number 3, the top 4 are 2 Renaults and 2 Red Bulls. No Mercedes, no Ferrari. This is going to be a crazy year. I think Verstappen just has a shitty car compared to Hartley. Really? That much shittier, huh? I thought after the pit stop he was right there with us. I guess not. 2.8 seconds for Alonso. Oh my God. And look, Alonso. Yeah, Ricciardo just was stuck behind 18. George Russell. George Russell just went into the pits while Alonso was passing him. So he didn't get. Oh my God. All right. I'm giving you the chance to pass. You got 2 laps to go. All right. Go for it, Alonso. And you might as well go for it. All right. Do we have fastest lap? I don't even know if we have fastest lap. But Alonso's only 3.1 seconds behind. Let's go. I'm going to let them push. How much? We got 8. Yeah, we're good. All right. In fact, I'm going to let them attack. We're going to get to see some of the best drivers here in the world push their cars and both go for fastest lap. So, yeah, actually, you know what? This is also fair to them because the points at the end of the season, it could come down to just a couple points that separate these 2 guys. So they should both have the chance to go for the best lap, the final lap of the race. They have the fuel. They have the tire temps are good. Let's see what they can do. Ricciardo has fresher tires. All right, Fernando Alonso is 3.5 seconds behind. We are coming up to some back markers, but let's see if we can get the fastest lap right here, all right? So, we should be up on the sector times. Hang on. First sector is going to pop up any second. So, actually, Ricciardo is a white first sector and Alonso a white first sector. So, you know, we're not exactly putting in great times. I don't know if it's because our tires are just worn out or it must be the tires are worn out, yeah. Because we're at the end of the race. The best laps were soft tires, and I'm allowing them to push with extra fuel, so they should be able to put that extra time in there. Alonso sets a personal best second sector. Alonso might be able to steal the best lap here. He got held up by a back marker. It did Ricciardo right there at the end. Ricciardo, though, coming across the line. That's a first place. And Alonso does not get the best lap, but a 1-2 finish for Red Bull. And Ricciardo gets back in the Drivers' Championship with that, cutting into Fernando Alonso's lead. Pierre Gasly, a great drive by him. You kind of feel sorry for him. I think his team and the strategy were the wrong one for this race. They almost threw that race away. Sebastian Vettel, the right strategy. He bounced back, being on the 4th row of the grid for a 4th place finish. That's huge. And DaCosta, Verstappen, and Hartley, 5th, 6th, and 7th place. Great job. You said Red Bull? I meant Renault. There you go. Ricardo was on Red Bull at one point in his career, so I'm just getting confused. Nice job, Big Dick Rick. He wants that Drivers' Championship, boys. He ain't just handing it over to Fernando Alonso. You're going to have to earn it, my man. Good job, Big Dick. Gasly has the early Ferrari strategist. Tell me about it, huh? All right, so scrutineering. What do you guys think? Anyone cheating? Red Bull cheating? It might be. It's early in the season for risky car parts, but it could be. Let's see. I don't think. No, I didn't see anything. No, just drive-through penalties and Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton crashing out. No problems with any car parts from any teams. But another 1-2 finish for Renault on the year. Look at that. Alonso in the driver's standings still has the lead. But with that win, Daniel Ricciardo only 10 points back. This is what I want the season to be. Screw every other team. It's an all Renault season. But it's not going to be boring, because it's going to be 2 guys going up against one another. Alonso and Ricciardo. The old vet against the guy who wants to win his first. Who's going to take it? Oh yeah, that could be the story right there. And if those guys are 1 and 2, then we're guaranteed to be in number 1 in the Constructors. It's just math. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.